Stu, always good to catch up with you. I want to talk about the consumer and in general how the consumer is doing. But first, I just want to get an update from you about how you are adjusting prices as a result of higher energy costs. Are you seeing them affect the way you're pricing at Stew Leonard's?
It's wild and crazy as far as the food business goes. First of all, retailers don't want to raise prices. I mean, you can drive around town. Gas stations that have $3.99 a gallon, there's lines at them. The ones that have $4.09, there's no line. So we don't want to raise prices. And one of the things we're doing is holding our prices. Then Easter prices this year are about the same. We're in a tough spot right now because the customer is like, everybody listening, right? You're up to here. You got your own personal energy costs going up. Gasoline's up. Your cost is up. And food on top of that is up. So it's pretty tough out there. And here we are, we're on a thin margin business. So we're family owned and we don't want to raise prices. So right now what's happening is basically we're eating a lot of it and our margins are going to be thinner this holiday than they were last holiday.
Stu, I'm glad you went right there. I mean, we talk about the supermarket world, and you're right. Your margins are so thin. I mean, how long can you do that to help out your customers? Not raise prices, but then kind of eat it, if you will, when it comes to margins. How long can you do that?
Well, you know what? I think this whole thing with the fuel prices and the economy is temporary. I mean, did I hear right that the stock market's up and oil's down today?
Yes.
I mean, what happened out there? So I think we're going to, get things settled down a little bit and you're going to see energy and fuel prices come down in the future. So we're just going to hold on and try to protect the customer. Our job is to feed families with the best stuff at the best price. And we're going to keep doing that at Stew Leonard's.
When you look out across what you offer at Stew Leonard's right now, Stu, what are you seeing affected the most by higher costs? What are you having to beat the biggest margin on?
You see these little guys right here? These are chocolate right now. There's a big drought and chocolate prices are up. Just your normal Easter candy now is going up. So I would recommend try to stick some jelly beans in your kids' basket instead of chocolate. And there's.
But what about produce, fresh fruits, the stuff that, is really the prices change constantly because, how much a gallon of diesel costs really affects transportation and really throughout the entire supply chain.
And fuel touches every aspect of the farming industry. I was just talking to one of our farmers down in Florida on the West Coast. I know you just talked to your Cape Canaveral reporter there on the East Coast. You said weather was good. He's telling me they had a big cold snap down there. It's the worst his family has seen in 15 to 20 years. He's got to replant all of his crops. The price of vegetables is going to go up from Florida temporarily right now. And you know what he said to me? I got tractors. I got to put my fuel in it. I got fertilizer I got to bring in. He said, everything I touch seems to go up 50%.
Wow. So
you're going to see your vegetable prices go up a little bit right now, unfortunately. Not to that extreme, and but I think he was being a little dramatic there. But we'll work it out, and then you see other things that are coming down. Salmon's down a little bit. This is your mother. This is your big selling item, the Easter ham, right there. That price is $3.99 a pound. I mean, it's a great. That's a low price for protein right now, and. You look at beef is up in the high teens right now. And, one thing we're seeing customers do, and me personally too, instead of eating a steak, I'm eating a pork chop. It's a third of the price. So I think we're seeing customers shift a little bit. We're seeing them also, they got a shopping list,
Yeah.
And they're sticking to it. We're trying to demo them. I'm standing next to a basket of donuts right now. We're trying to get people to buy more donuts. Come and taste the donut. You don't want to put that extra product in your cart right now. It's going to make your grocery bill go up. So stay away from our demos, even though I shouldn't say that.
Hey, Stu,
I love the honesty.
Listen, what about, my mom always said I had champagne taste. So I want to ask you if I want filet mignon for Easter or I want a lobster, what is that going to cost me?
You know what? Our filet mignon steaks are going to be the same price, and I think we're like around $16.99 a pound for them right now. I talked to one of our ranchers out in Kansas, and he said that, you know what happened? The herd sizes are the lowest they've ever been in 50 years. So it takes a couple of years to really harvest, to grow and harvest a cattle. He's starting to populate his younger inventory right now with more cattle. So I think you're going to see that change over the next year or two. And I think, I'm optimistic. I think you're going to see beef prices come back down in the low teens again.
What's the message that you'd have for policymakers right now? A lot of what they decide affects the different parts of your industry, Stu. What message do you have for them?
Boy, oh boy. You mean policy in Washington?
Yeah.
Is that, I look at, I'm a retailer here in Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey. And I don't know if I know how to play all those political games that are going on. I don't quite understand it. The only thing I know is that the people pushing a shopping cart through our store just want to see lower prices. And I think, if I was a leader in that thing, I'd want to do whatever I could to help that out. And we'll see. I think we're in a temporary blip right now, and I'm hoping a lot of these economic issues will get worked out and prices will come down. Hey, you know what's really hot right now is TikTok. We're like TikTok. It's amazing. If something comes out on TikTok, I mean, we had that butter ice cream cone where you dip an ice cream cone in butter.
I remember. I saw it.
Right. Like now look what's hot. You see these things?
Are they dates?
They're like they're strawberries dipped in with chocolate dripped on.
All right. Stu,
save some for us.
You are great for TikTok. I want one of those. Stew Leonard Jr., President and CEO of Stew Leonard's.